Hello everyone, in this video we will develop a Python program to display the contents of a folder recursively. The program lists all subfolders and files along with their type. So the problem statement is very clear. We have 12th experiment in this. Develop a Python program to display the contents of the directory recursively. Recursion is a concept of a Python which will call the function again and again. If certain condition matches, then it will call again. So including all subfolders and files along with their names and types. So this type of the program is commonly used in file management systems, backup utilities, operating system tools, directory analysis applications. So we have 6 steps in this approach. In this algorithm, we have to accept a folder from the user, a folder path from the user, list all the items within that folder, check whether each item is a file or a folder. If it is a folder, then we have to call the function again, that is called a recursion. Function call itself, and then if it is a file, we have to display the file name, and then we have to continue until all subfolders are explored. We have to explore everything from the path which the user has given. So we'll directly move on to the solution. So we have to include OS module. So we have to include the OS module which will provide functions to interact with the operating system such as file and directory handling, and then we have to take the input from the user for the path. Then he will enter the path that will be stored to folder, and then we are just creating the function with the show contents name which will accept a folder path. So we have created a function with def keyword. This is a function name which will accept one parameter, that is the path, and then we have a built-in function. We have used a built-in function, that is within this path we have used listdir, list directory. It will return all files and subfolders present in the given directory. If you have given a directory, for example this directory, it will return all the files and the folders within that directory, and then it will be saved, like it will be iterated through an iterative variable, that is item. And we have to check, we have in this line what we have done, we have joined the path to create a full path, so that we have to check again whether it is a folder or a file. So it will combine the directory path which you have given with the item, which with each item it will take and it will check whether it is a folder or not. So os.path.join, it will take two parameters, the full path and the item to add to join at the end. So then if os.path.isdir, is directory is a built-in method which will check if it is a folder or full path is what this one what we have given here, path of the directory and the item, current item, it will stay save to full path, and full path it will check if that is a folder. If that is a folder, then it will just print the folder name and it will run the show contents, that is called recursion. Show contents again with the full path, again it will run, it will check again, it will just display all the things, like it will, if it is a folder again, then it will just call the show contents, that is called recursion. If that is not the case, if it is a file, it will just display the file name, prints the folder name, calls the same function again to explore the folders, this is called recursion. And if that is not the case, the item is not if the item is not a folder, it is treated as a file. And then at last, yeah, this is clear, we have just to check the output. Python 12, and we have to, if to want to run, we have to give the path. We'll just give this path, so it will check each file recursively. It will call if there is a folder, we have a folder within this directory, that is test. If that is a folder, it will just open that folder and it will list the content within that folder. See here, it was a folder and it will list the content within that folder, or else it will just list all the file with its or a correspondent name.